Zoo also working on cleanup this morning, and that's why it's closing for a couple of days. Now, the good news, all the animals are safe. No people were hurt, but there are many downed trees and other objects that now need to be cleaned up.
Yeah, so the zoo lights tree, the tunnel out there, and also decorations were also damaged from the storm yesterday. Elena is there with a closer look this morning. Elena, one of the most beloved things here in the valley, the Phoenix Zoo lights, how is this going to be impacted?
There's a lot of cleanup right now, and that's why we're kind of trying to be out of the way of crews because they are really in the thick of it right now. They have just picked up this giant tree that actually topped over and crushed a bench, which we showed you in the last hour. This is only a percentage of the cleanup that they're faced with this morning. On top of toppled trees, property damage, you should be able to see from our Arizona Family Chopper that they have damaged a lot of Christmas lights for the beloved zoo lights that happen every single year. You should see the big Christmas tree that people are used to seeing in the lake. That has toppled over into the lake and it's kind of drowning in it right now. So there's a lot of cleanup underway, and that is why they have had to close the zoo for the next 2 days, because I'm told there's so much damage that it's just not safe for guests to come by and visit. So I know it's a bummer for a lot of folks that are on fall break, but the zoo says it really is necessary because having uprooted trees, crushed benches, and just a lot of dirt and cleanup all over the place, it really isn't safe for guests to be here. So that's why the Phoenix Zoo says they needed to clear the way for crews, make sure they had enough room to get it back to where it needs to be for guests. I spoke with someone who worked on the ground there yesterday, and he was there when the microburst hit and tells me it went from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds. On top of all the property damage that you've seen from our chopper on the ground, a lot of the Phoenix Zoo's beloved zoo lights took a hit from the storm. And I asked the zoo if this is going to impact the annual holiday tradition, and this was their answer.
Our team is recovering what they can, and hopefully the show is just as bright as it is every year. We typically have 4 million lights. After the storm, we'll probably have a little under 4 million now. Our long light tunnel definitely took a big ding. Folks have seen that for the past 2 years, and it's gorgeous, but it unfortunately got toppled over and the bars got a bit warped. And of course, our giant tree, which many people have seen up in the lake, got knocked over. So hopefully we can get our crews out here to get that lifted out, make sure everything is okay so it can shine bright come mid-November.
Again, the Phoenix Zoo is going to be closed until Wednesday. I asked the zoo if they feel like they're going to need to extend the closure. They're hoping that they don't have to. They have their crews on the ground because they have this cleanup process underway. They feel pretty confident that they'll get it back open after Wednesday. But when it comes to the zoo lights you just mentioned there, probably not going to have 4 million this year. The crews have said that there's a lot that seem to be salvageable, but they don't know if they're going to be ready by November. That's something they're going to evaluate throughout this week, guys.
All right, Elena, thank you so much. Giving you a look overhead at some of the animals there too. Again, once more, animals safe at the zoo.